Hello, this is Matthew again, and welcome to the Nurtured Soul. The purpose of this channel, of course, is that we are trying to help you to understand how God made you, and specifically your soul, how to then be able to process and work through your thoughts and your emotions, and then to be able to care for and nurture your soul. Our goal is to help you be a good keeper of your soul so that you can live connected to God and to those around you. And so, in light of that purpose of this channel and being connected to God and of course then to people around us, and that's what our soul does, there are going to be times on this channel where I'm going to talk about issues, current events, and issues that are happening in this world, because if your soul is going to be healthy and you're going to nurture your soul, you're going to need to be aware of what is going on in the world and then what the real issues are. And I think it's important that you're aware of that. And so today I just want to take a couple of minutes very quickly, and I want to just do a short video here on the topic of face mask. And it's an immediate buzz phrase, isn't it? As soon as I say it, face mask, here we are, the illustrious face mask. This right here is what this little thing right here is causing some major trouble here in America amongst people, and there are some that are saying, what's the big deal? There are others that say it is a very big deal. So let me give you a couple of thoughts on this, because ultimately what some people are saying is basically, hey, if you care at all about people, if you are a good person, if you are a kind and loving person, then, and if you are a Christian person, then you should be wearing a mask out around people, and you should want to wear a mask because it's a loving, kind Christian thing to do. Well, let me remind you about something that we have talked about on this channel. Just because somebody says something doesn't make it true. Just because somebody thinks something or puts an opinion out there does not make it true. Remember, your soul language is truth. And so it's important to be able to ask questions and to be able to find out details and do research on things. Also, there are some people that are going to be so upset by this video because I am talking about these face masks. Let me remind you now, if you're one of these people that gets so upset when you hear a differing opinion, that you immediately start attacking the person that differs with you, and you're not even willing to hear them out all the way, you are not a person that lives by truth. You are a person who is controlled by emotions and by fear, and that is exactly what some in this country want to happen, is they want people to live in fear. Let me tell you, folks, when people are fearful, when they are afraid, people can be controlled. People are controlled because they are fearful. Now, let me just tell you, this is one of the things that when we are forced to wear masks, when people are going, you look around you and everyone's wearing masks, it strikes fear in people, because they say, am I in danger? Am I in harm's way? All these masks are on. Something could happen, and it causes people to live in fear. Now, let me start by saying this, that medically speaking, it is a proven fact, this mask, if you wear it, it will not keep you from getting COVID-19. That is truth. That is absolute truth. This right here will not keep germs away from you. Germs can get through this, around this, behind this, to you. You can get germs, COVID germs, flu, other things, by wearing this. This will not keep you from getting sick. It will also not keep you from getting other people sick. All right? That's medically proven. Okay, this will, if you spit or slobber or sneeze, it will keep your spit from going on to somebody that you're right next to. But it does not keep you from getting COVID. It does not keep others from getting COVID. So that is important. Also, this mask, by wearing it all the time, all day long, can cause a healthy person to become unhealthy. By a buildup of your own breathing, exhaling right here. It can trap germs as well, and you can look all of that up if you're interested in truth. Okay, so if that's the case, then why are there so many counties, cities, and states that are considering trying to force people to wear this mask, to have mandates and executive orders to make people wear this mask? And the truth of the matter is, there is an agenda that is going on here. This is really a trial run. This is going to sound like some kind of crazy conspiracy stuff, but listen, the only way that Americans are going to give up their freedoms is if they believe their health is at risk. If they believe that to preserve their own health, that they should give up a freedom, that's the only way Americans are going to do it. So here it is. This is a starting point, a trial run of some of our freedoms and rights being taken away from us. Now look, here's what you do. First of all, if you're sick, if you have COVID-19 or you think you might, you're supposed to stay home. As a responsible adult, we expect you to do that. That is a given. Now, look, people say, yeah, but people may or may not do that. Well, okay, it's no different than a person who drives a car. If you're an adult and you have a license, we trust that you'll be responsible in driving a car. Okay? If you are not responsible in driving your car, if you're acting irresponsible and breaking laws, then we deal with that person. We don't judge everybody across the board. We don't deal with every person that has a license in a car because one person is irresponsible. Okay? And it's no different with having a gun. We have the right to bear arms. We have in America, we have the Second Amendment. And so if someone is irresponsible and is a danger and breaking laws with a gun, we deal with that. But we should not attack everyone's right to have a gun. Now, here's what this boils down to. First of all, there is an agenda that is going on, a political agenda in this country when it comes to these masks. There's a trial run to try to get rid of, to already attack our personal freedoms. So you should think carefully before surrendering those freedoms, okay? That is important. Make sure that you think about that, okay? Also, when it comes to these masks, here's the truth of the matter, okay? If you feel safer and you feel better and it just makes you happy inside and everything okay for you to wear a mask, then wear it. All right, plain and simple. You can wear your mask if it makes you feel better. Now, the truth is, you've got bad information, you're operating off of feelings, and you're not in reality. However, if you choose to operate that way, there are plenty of other people that operate that way as well. Where we get into trouble and where it's wrong is when we are trying to force other people to wear a mask, okay? That is not right. That in America is taking away our rights. It is unconstitutional, and we should stand up against that. We should stand strong and fight against any city ordinance or county ordinance or state order that would say that we are required to wear a mask. Now, a business has a right to say that if you're going to come into our place, if you're going to shop here, we're going to require that you wear a mask. As a business owner, you can do that. For me personally, I have the right to say, you know what, I don't have to shop there, and I'm not going to shop there. Let me give you an example. Menards. I used to love Menards, but during this whole pandemic, Menards decided that not only would everyone have to wear a mask, but children are just a real danger to our store, and so they set up a policy where if you were under 18 years of age, you could not go into the store. Even if you had a mask on, children couldn't be in the store. Now I think they're allowing children in, but of course they have to wear masks. Now, that is, first of all, that is incorrect information. Second of all, it is causing fear in people's lives. Third, it has been absolutely proven that children are not spreading this virus. So I think that Menard should be held accountable for that. I'm going to say so. I'm not going to shop there because of the incorrect policies and the fear-mongering that's going on there. You have to make your choice, plain and simple, of what you're going to do. But the only thing I can do to make a statement is say I'm not going to go into that place. I'm not going to shop there, okay? Now, once again, where this needs to be in America is if you want to wear a mask, wear it. If you don't want to wear a mask, don't wear it. Keep in mind, social distancing, you can keep your distance from people and keep germs to themselves, all that stuff going on. If you're sick, you need to stay home, okay? Other than that, do what we've always done, what we always know. You wash your hands, keep them clean, all of that. Nobody is saying to be unsafe. Nobody's saying be unhealthy. But there is an agenda with these things here, and Americans ought to be aware of these things when it comes to this mask. So do your research, think it through, and be safe. Now, I'm going to tell you this. In America here, we are so concerned to say that when you walk into a business, you have to wear a mask. When you go to church, they want you to wear a mask. And they want to be able to tell us that you are required to do this. However, the many protests and riots and things that have been going on, but especially the organized protest in these cities that have been taking place, hundreds of people gathered, no mask, and they are allowed to gather and to protest without masks. But if you go to a church or you go into an orderly law and order business, now all of a sudden that is not right. Now, my friend, use your brain, all right? You're the keeper of your soul, and your soul language is truth. Do the research, do the work, and come to the conclusion. If you don't stand up for your freedoms, if you don't use your brain, they are going to be taken from you. And a lot of this has to do with what is coming up in November, an election. So, my friend, be very careful when your government starts telling you what you have to wear or not wear, or where you can go or can't go, or what time you must be somewhere, or bed or curfew, because that is the beginning of the end of your freedoms. All right? So, no panic. We're not trying to cause fear. Remember, fear, people that are fearful, are people who are controlled. That is how tyranny works. That's how dictators work. What we're trying to do is we want you to be educated. We want you to have the facts, the truth. Why? Because if you have the truth, that is the language that your soul speaks, and you will be able to process that and come to some decisions in your life that will lead to a healthy soul. All right? So remember, truth must be learned, and then you've got to live it. Hope you have a good day. God bless.